Have you seen? Oh yeah.
Is she in the screen?
You know what picture I'm talking about, Johnny?
Why am I getting her? Why don't you?
I know. I almost killed her.
Wait, you're talking. You have to talk. No.
Okay, go ahead and talk, and I'll keep moving around.
You have to talk. You have to tell the story.
Cynthia's telling the story about when Jessi met Johnny.
The story of when Jessi met Johnny. It was about the second and third week of the semester. And
Is this true?
Yes.
Okay.
And I love dancing, so I asked Jessi if
So does Alyssa.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
So I asked Jessi if she wanted to go Latin dancing, and she was like, yeah. And so Friday got there, and then Jessi got ready for the dance. And then we went to the MC for the dance. And then I danced with some guys, and she danced with some, I don't know who. And then she got lost. And then like an hour later, she was like, hey, this is Johnny. And I was like, hi, Johnny. And that was how they met, dancing. And then
it was different.
Did you get your groove on?
No, it was different because
it's always different.
Okay, they lined us up in two lines.
That's my.
And they're like, everyone grab a partner, and I was like, Cynthia, you be my partner. And so we were about to start dancing, and he comes in and is like,
can I have your number?
He's like, can I dance?
I heard that line
and
before.
I was like, oh, sorry, Cynthia.
And I was like, no, you can dance with him. That's fine.
And I was like, great, I have to dance with this guy.
My point of view was, I came with my roommates this second weekend, and I'm like, okay, dance, finally get to meet some people. We get in the circle, and I'm like Latin dancing. I'm like, okay, I'm used to this. I live in South Florida, and so we're dancing, and I'm already like speculating. I'm like observing the girls. I'm like, okay, yeah, this girl's cute, and then I'm like, I want that one. I want this or that one. So she's standing here. I'm just like, can I dance with you? And she's like, sure. And then history from there.
My story is that I wasn't even there, so I don't know.
Oh, that's right. We left that dance. We went
But
to
I was
a
there
party.
in spirit.
And then
you said you approved.
I approve.
And then Jessi came, and I was like, ooh, who you with? And she was like,
Secretly, Johnny.
Like,
You sound like the penguins from Happy Feet.
Johnny's not supposed to know. Johnny's not supposed to know that. Okay, and then she was like, this is my friend Johnny. And I'm like, oh, hey, Johnny. And Johnny was like, do you want to go to a party? And we were like, and Jessi was like, yeah, I want to go. And so I was like, okay, I'll go. And so we went, and then we danced with black girls. And we like,
she had the ride of her life.
I did. And then Jessi was like,
Did she raise the roof?
Yeah, she was like in down, like doing the, what's it called? The Dougie, the jerks, and whatever.
Show us what you were doing. What was she doing?
And then
I was in the corner eating cake.
Oh yeah.
No, they disappeared. We go in the party. I'm like, okay, where they go? Your friends went to the food. Like eating all like the tortillas. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? We gotta dance.
Oh man, but that was a fun day. And since then, nobody can separate them.
Actually, not true. She dated my roommate.
Because you made her.
No, I didn't.
And I got mad because.
No, here, put it this way. So I thought Jessica was a really cool girl, and so she was the first girl I asked her to date. I'm like, this is Johnny. It's like, who? Johnny. Oh, that boy I met? Yeah. Date? And she said yes. I was like, what are we gonna do? I don't know.
And then Jessi was like, I was like, hey, have you known from Johnny? And she was like, yeah, we're going to lunch on Friday or some day, I don't know when it was. And I was like, oh, really? I was so excited for her.
Well, I told her, I'm like, okay, it's gotta be something funny, you know. I'm pretty sure she said something about she was like an athlete.
What happened at
The date. We were supposed to play tennis. And we go to the courts and they're all used up. And so first she's like, you want to run? I'm like, oh no. Why don't we walk around the track while we wait for the course to empty out? So after a nice 4-mile walk, we had to know very much about each other. And boy was my legs tired. I'm like, I don't want to play tennis anymore. I'm sorry. This was really planned out. I felt so guilty because my class the day before was a family class, and the girls were expressing their opinions about how guys need to be prepared. If their dates don't fall through, it means they really didn't care about the date. And I've been playing this for a week, so I was like, I'm so sorry.
Plan B. Gotta have plan B.
Plan B. We walked 4 miles. We
Can I
ripped.
have a box, please?
So we went out to eat, and she tried to pay for herself. So I'm like, she's like, ow. I'm like, let me pay for you. So I paid for her.
Thank you.
We ate subs. And Subway. Sure. Actually, I'm gonna finish.
She's gonna finish.
And so after that, we hung out. She showed me some videos she made of I Run for Fun, and that kind of scared me how amazing it was. And then the day left, and then I was like, nah, she's not my type. And she was like, he's probably gay. And then
I thought that when I first met
oh, really?
Oh my god!
you. I'm just kidding, I didn't.
Well, was that right, Oprah? I'm sorry. But yeah, and then my roommate met her. He's like, oh wow, she's really cute. And so I'm like, oh, I guess you going there, yeah. So I set them up, and he started like hanging out with her a lot.
And I got really mad.
And we made ourselves believe, you know, we're like good friends. We're like brothers and sisters.
She got her pots and pans doing
And so I tried to prove to her that I'd be her friend. I told her, I'm like, I would never kiss you. That's how I'll prove to be your friend. And then she's like, it's because I'm not pretty, right? And I was like, what the heck? She's like, okay, I'm pretty. No. But so after that, I found out that I liked her. And I didn't want to tell her because she probably think I'm really weird. I'm like, hey, you're like my sister, but I like you. Sorry, this is incest. And she said, yes, I like you too. I'm like, all right, we're brothers and sisters like each other. All right, cool. Don't tell the bishop about this. So I started taking her dates, and then she got off her medication. Boy, was that awesome. But she was scared because she didn't have her medication that I would not like her anymore. But it pulled me further down to the ditch, and now I can't get out. Oh.
Now I want to cry.
And now the ditch is like disappearing. I'm like standing in a field. I'm like, oh, where'd the ditch go? Oh, it went to Oregon. No. But that's
How
my
sweet.
side story.
Okay, we'll let you eat.
And I was the first one that she told about them.
Liar?
Because you're Caitlin.
Because I'm Caitlin. Yeah.
Because we were trying to keep it a secret that we were dating.
So you didn't tell Cynthia because she can't keep a secret?
But she's Mexican.
Yeah, but I knew that. It was like, I knew that.
I knew too, but I didn't say anything about it. And then she was like, well, yeah,
She's
we're
like, wow.
dating.
She's like, you guys are great brothers and sisters. So I was like this all the time. She's
Who
like,
said that?
you come in and we're like, I'm just like, oh, by the way, I am the girl in the relationship. I don't like putting my arm around Jessica like this. It's always like this. Actually, it's more like this.
It's like a puppy dog.
You like petting his head.
I try to be the man, but I'm like,
Are you a man or a
And
mouse?
it ended happily ever after.
when us
All right.
puppies.
All
You're
right.
here now with Jessica's mom.
Like a little girl.
Hi.